When you find yourself feeble, ever been there? Hungry, barren, dying, poor. When it feels as if you have been brought very low. Proverbially, it's as if you're sitting on an ash heap. We remind ourselves who our God is. He is the Lord, a God of knowledge, and by Him actions are weighed. He is the author of reversal, and He delights in resurrection stories. He delights to make feeble and then bind. Do you see how hopeful that is when you're in a state of feebleness? Boy, I hope you don't go to church when you're feeble and someone stands from the pulpit and says, well, God didn't put you there. Well, how's that helpful? How's that helpful? If you couldn't help me avoid my feebleness, how can He help me get out of my feebleness? How much better to hear and know that the God who makes feeble delights to then bind. That the God who makes hungry delights to then fill. That the God who causes barrenness delights to then make fruitful. That the God who kills, sovereign over death, delights to make alive again. That the God who brings down to Sheol raises up from Sheol. That the God who delights to make poor delights to make the poor rich. That the God who brings low delights to raise the low up. That the God who delights to make peasants relishes in turning the peasants into princes. He delights in allowing persecution and then stepping in for protection. He delights to judge and to judge dramatically. To the extent that Hannah, as a prophetess, can state with reference to humanity, the Lord will judge the ends of the earth. To such an extent that Hannah, as a prophetess, can state with reference to Messiah, the Lord will give strength to His king and exalt the horn of His anointed. So, my message in a nutshell is this. Christian, do not lose hope. God is writing your story. Psalm 139:16. And if you're sitting here today saying, well, my story needs some reversal. My story could use an unexpected plot twist. Remember who your God is. He is the resurrection before He resurrected. Remember the promise of the apostles. Those who suffer with Him will reign with Him. Who God is influences what He does in relation to our stories. He's the God of reversal and the God of resurrection.